Hi friends, I hope you all are doing great. It's me, Nikki here, and I'm excited to bring you another video in our Entrepreneur series. So let's get started talking about how to build that website. So friends, as a business owner, one of the main things that you need to think about is your website. I feel like every small business owner needs a website because in today's world, when we go to do business, the first thing we tend to do is go to the website. And if you're one that you're offering a service or a product, you need that place that you can send your customers so that they can see what you offer. They can easily have that transaction or that interaction with you to purchase that item and keep it very streamlined and simple. And it's basically your brochure. You know, back in the day, people would order brochures, you would send it in the mail, and that's how you communicated with new customers. And it doesn't work like that today. You need that one-stop shop for your customers, and a website is the way to go. So having a website can be one of the most intimidating things for a small business owner if you're not tech savvy and you're thinking, okay, how do I get one? I don't want to invest a lot of money into a website. I don't know how to build a website myself. But the great thing is they have so many easy, simple resources that you can use that you can get your website up today. And even for no money, if that's how you want to do it now. So let's talk about the ways that you can do this. Step one, friends, is to lock down that name. You want to lock down your website name. You want to lock down your social media's name. So I know AtHomeWithNikki was my company's name, so I knew that I wanted my website to be www.athomewithnikki.com. So basically purchasing that name, that domain for my website, even if the website was not built yet. The same with your social media outlets. You want to go to that Facebook, go to the Twitter, Instagram, and create accounts under your business name so that you have those names. No one else can go in and get those names. You have them locked down. Even if you're not using those pages yet, you have the names locked down. So that is step number one. Okay, friends, step two is now to find who is going to build my website, what service I'm going to use, and you can hire someone to build your website, help you design your website. It is costly, but it's really a beautiful result. But they have so many great resources now where you really can have a great look on a budget. They have sites such as Wix and Weebly and Squarespace where you can easily use their templates to create your own website in minutes. It takes no time, and so definitely look at that as an option if you really want to do it on a budget and you really just need your website out there. They will also help you just kind of set up the domain, your address, so that you have that. So that's a great option to go with. So friends, the next thing you need to do is figure out who is going to handle my website, who is going to build it, who is going to host it. Those are things that if you're not tech savvy, is the point that makes you overwhelmed. So what you want to do is say, okay, do I want an easy type of system where it's budget friendly, I can build my website myself, I don't need to be tech savvy, it's very easy, or do I want to hire a branding company, somebody who can build a website for me? I went with Grace and Gold. I'll link them below. Absolutely love them. They also now have templates that you can use where they will kind of have pre-made templates that you can buy already made. So the next step, once you figured out your name of your website, who is going to host it, you want to sit down and you want to plan out your site. Before you start dragging and dropping, you want to think about what are the components that I need on my website? Am I going to sell things on my website? Am I going to have a lot of pictures? If so, what pictures do I want on my website? You want to page by page determine how you want your website to flow and all of the things that you want on your website before you actually start building your site. So next, before you actually start building, you need to have your brand established. What is the look of your brand? Because that is going to determine all of the choices that you make when you're choosing templates for your website. Because you want to choose a template and colors and styles that fit your brand. And the great thing about these websites is that you can play around with it, you can try different templates, you can see what works, does not work, and no one is seeing all this behind the scenes. You're doing all of this before you publish it. Once you publish your website live, then you put it out to the world. But you can have it perfected first behind the scenes and play around first before you do any of that. And that's the great thing about these different websites that help you kind of easily build your site, is that you can do all of the things behind the scenes and test it out before it actually goes live. So the next thing is, once you're working, you may have some hiccups, or you may find something that you cannot figure out. You want to contact the support teams for all of these companies. They all have a support team that are very helpful. They all have kind of Q&As on their websites that are helpful, along with there's tons of YouTube videos that you can watch for everyone. All of them have the YouTube tutorials, but they're so simple that you really can find your way through it. And the great thing about it is, I guarantee you, once you start and you see how it's just drag and drop, you're going to have so much fun with it, because you can see that it is something that you're able to do. So one thing, if you're really thinking about it and you're like, Nikki, I don't know if I can build it myself, most of these sites, if not all of them, offer the free service. Just go in, log in, try the free service, create your website, and play around with it to make sure that you're able to do it yourself, which I know you can. And then look at it, and then if you love what you have and you're happy with it, go ahead and purchase their service now. And again, a lot of them are just very low cost, so you definitely can, it's something that is very affordable, but you will have that website that you need. My next tip, friends, is to always have that second pair of eyes. Have a friend, a family member, a business partner, someone look at the website before you publish it live. Have them go through it, test it as if they are one of your clients or customers, to make sure that all of the kind of kinks are out of it, or that it flows well, because that is key for your website. You want it to be very engaging. You don't want it to be too overwhelming. You don't want to put too much on it, so that someone comes to your website and they're like, I just can't handle this, it's too overwhelming. I would refrain from putting too many pop-ups in your website. It makes it too distracting. I know for me, I don't like it when I go to a website and I have to go through all these pop-ups to get to the information I want. When you're building it, think about your customer. Think about your experience when you're working with other businesses, how you like for their website to flow, and then incorporate that into your site. So friends, this is your challenge for this week. If you're that entrepreneur, that small business owner, that you're just starting out and you do not have a website, your challenge is to build your website this week using one of those services, or one that you find yourself, one of the easy website builders. Use the free option so that you can build your site first, see how it looks. Even send me the link to your finished site so that I can check it out. My team can check it out. We can give you some feedback like we're a customer. And this is going to be huge for you, because if you're one that you have a business and you sell something and you have been relying on Facebook to talk with your customers, I think that is great that you have that connection. But one thing that you want is that your customer always has an easy purchasing experience. And by using Facebook and things like that, sometimes you have to go through conversations back and forth, and then they have to go to PayPal to pay, or this and that. You want it to be something that's very professional, very smooth, somewhere where you can showcase your products, and a website is definitely the way to go. So if you don't have that website, get that website built this week. Send me the link at info@atworkwithnikki.com so that I can check it out, my team can check it out. We could give you that feedback, that honest feedback that any business owner really appreciates. Let me know if you have any questions. I will see you at the next video. And this is Nikki saying goodbye.